just want to see updated scans.
I know you do. We're going to get another one soon, JB. We got a long haul here. Let's just keep watching it. And honestly, we shouldn't. We have to make sure that this is going to continue. That it doesn't wobble.
Well, that's why I want to see the next frame.
I know. It's coming. It's coming. He's impatient, JB.
Well, no, I mean we're everyone's used to up to the minute updates, not
I understand.
a longer
I
interval.
know. Well, typically
Doppler radar there on the center of your screen, folks.
See that band over Sarasota and Manatee? Those are 80 to 90 mile an hour winds aloft. Okay, so those are some hurricane force wind gusts. I suspect we're already seeing a lot of power outages take place along the coast of Manatee County. By the way, some places are in and around Venice, Osprey, right along the coast. Already 4 to 5 inches of rain. We're going to end up north of the center of this storm. We're going to end up with 10 to 18 inches of rain, Pinellas, Hillsborough. So again, elevate stuff. If it's important to you and you think your home has a chance of flooding, get it off the ground. Get important boxes, pictures, documents. Get them off the ground if you're weathering the storm.
All right. So here in the Stream Center, let's check in with Linny Supal.
Yeah, there's definitely
so much intensity that you see these boats still tilted onto their. We're also seeing the wind gusts pick up with so much intensity. The concern is all of that debris go flying once the wind gusts.
Our signal breaking up here already.
And many people are heeding the warnings to evacuate.
Now, this coming, I may not even have a building left on the property.
Some issues there with Lindy's live shot because of the weather that's moving in. We'll get back to her as soon as we can. In the meantime,
and that, of course, is our newscast coverage on your NBC station here in Tampa Bay, WFLA News Channel 8. I didn't even notice. We had a 1 o'clock advisory come in, likely just a positional update.
Yeah, they don't do any track changes at 1 o'clock.
No, not even track changes. I'm more concerned about wind speeds, movement speed, pressure, none of that. Yeah. Okay. So and. I want to see that movement speed pick up a little bit, right? I mean,
you want to go faster?
Isn't that you want the idea? Well, look, if it picks up speed, it's going to breeze over the peninsula in its entirety faster.
That's true.
I'm trying to think about.
But it also gives it less time to weaken.
I understand. So what is the perfect speed? I mean, 20.
There's no perfect speed.
There is no perfect speed.
We do want it to move fast because, it lessens the amount of rain that falls. And again, everybody's thinking about the winds. They're scared in their homes right now. And I get it. I understand. Everybody's thinking about the surge. They're afraid that their home's not going to be there on the beach or on the intercoastal or wherever you live on the river. But what people are not going to be paying much attention to, and I keep emphasizing, is on the northern. Look at what's happening in Pinellas County right now. Look at St. Pete. Look at Clearwater. That rain is and wherever the northern eye wall goes, and it's likely to go through Tampa Bay, through Pinellas and Hillsborough, you're going to be in the heavy rain from this morning already, straight through when the eye finally passes by later this evening. So that's giving you, maybe 10 hours of rainfall rates, 1 to 2 inches an hour, sometimes 3 inches an hour.
What's
you
up,
can
you
do
guys?
the math on that. But our computer model is saying that we're going to see another 10 to 18 inches of rain. Another tornado warning, JB. Let me check this.
What do you got?
Polk County and Hardy County. Let's see exactly where in Polk County and Hardy County. So it's in effect for Sebring. Remember, JB, we were talking about
so for those that do not know or that are new to the stream, we are live streaming from Zephyr Hills, which is just north of Tampa. We are on a direct path for the storm. We are a bit more inland than most people that live out on the coast, but we are only about an hour. I'm an hour from Hudson, about an hour from Tampa. Not really an hour from Tampa. I'm like 30 minutes from Tampa, but an hour from the coastline. So we're still watching it pretty heavily. I will be evacuating. I know that even though I'm still at the trailer park right this moment, obviously you can see my vehicle sits a little bit higher to the ground. This house also sits a bit higher to the ground. So depending on how these winds continue to progress throughout the day, or the evening, I should say, will depend on when I leave. The reason why there's a delay in me actually leaving, I've already relocated a lot of my personal important property over to a storage unit. I already had a storage unit, so I just took some important papers, pictures, stuff like that already to a storage unit. Outside of that, moved everything off of floor level from my house. This is a trailer. Obviously, you can see that this is a trailer park, which is most of Florida. You know, most of Florida's are inundated with trailer parks. There's no shame in our game here. Trailers are cheaper to live in, they're cheaper to replace as well. But I did move most of my important property out. Um, Outside of obviously my computer and stuff that I still have here, which I will also be taking with me as well. Um, so that is if I leave. I will be completely honest. If we're looking at 80-mile-per-hour winds, I probably won't leave. If we're looking at 120-mile-per-hour leave, I'm leaving. It just depends on how much the storm continues to progress inland. Um, so just depending on how that goes. Obviously, you can see that the wind is clearly picking up a bit. The storm is still quite a ways off of the coast. It is expected to hit around this area around 2 a.m. in the morning, Thursday morning. Nice to see you in here, Arthur. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I do have the camera facing out because I just want you guys to kind of just get a general idea of what's going on. I will be gaming today. I'm also cooking some food. There's some things that we do for prep around here. I have filled my tub for, you know, toilet water basically, so that like if we do lose power, which is suspected, we lose power even on a minimal storm. So that is expected that we do lose power, but we filled containers. Everything's been put up in my yard. Gardening stuff has been put up. Everything that can be put up got put up. Um, so cages got put up for my dogs in the event that I do go over to a block home. It just depends. Like I said, I am a seventh generation Florida native, so uh, but this is a storm that we've never seen, so we will see how it goes. Like I said, Zephyrhills is pretty far inland. We've never really been on a direct path of a storm, so we will see. The governor has given definitely enough warning to everybody to get out and evacuate from the areas that need to be evacuated. Sheriff have come around and told people to leave if they are in trailers. So there are quite a few people that have left, but I will be honest, you guys, most of my neighborhood has stayed, even the people that are in trailers. You know, there are a couple people that I know that have left, have evacuated the area, but most of this neighborhood, everybody's still at home. So we will see how it fares. I am more so concerned about the West Coast and our neighbors over in Hudson, and of course our neighbors over in Tampa, Sarasota, Clearwater. Um, you know, I'm concerned for the entire state, you guys. This is a 300-mile wide storm, but all storms can be scary, right? Even a small storm can bring tornadoes and yada yada yada. So we're going to be gaming for a little bit today. I am going to be popping off on and on while we watch the storm, um, and we'll just stay tuned. Thanks for joining me. Let's get some gaming going.
Shouldn't be no problem. Okay. Okay, well, before I send you the link for the application, I have one more question. Do you have anything on your driving record in 3 years?
And yeah, we will be popping back up. Blah, blah, blah. I'll be popping back up and forth between the chat and gaming. So in between games, I'll be checking chat. Baked chicken and sweet potato fries.
Domination. Capture and keep hold of the objectives. We're taking Alpha. securing Bravo. We've lost Bravo.
To the round!
Nice looking out, team.
We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Bravo. We're losing Alpha. We control Bravo. We've lost Alpha. Enemy's taking Bravo. We're taking Charlie.
Enemy down!
Securing objective Charlie.
I'm reloading! Throwing grenade!
Oh shit.
Enemy securing Bravo. Enemy's taking Bravo.
Whack.
We control 2 objectives. We're losing Charlie. We've taken the lead. Enemy securing Bravo. Enemy's taking Bravo.
Switch your mag. Good to go. On your 6. Visual on target.
Nap.
Securing objective Alpha. Enemy securing Bravo.
Throwing
We hold all objectives. Let's keep it this way. Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back. Friendly UAV online. Enemy's taking Alpha. Objective Alpha is... Enemy securing Charlie.
Changing max!
We're taking Bravo. Friendly cluster mine planted. Friendly care package on the way. We're losing Charlie. The enemy has captured 2 objectives. Get them secure. Securing objective Bravo.
Girl, you're a teammate. Why didn't your tag come up?
Enemy securing Charlie. Loading fresh mag. Our counter UAV is active.
Throwing grenade!
Friendly Mosquito deployed. We're losing Charlie.
Target down!
Decoy grenade out. We're taking Bravo.
Got your back.
Securing objective Bravo.
I'm reloading! Taking effective fire!
Bravo.
That could have been bad.
Objective
was
Bravo
close.
secure.
Changing
Enemy
max!
taking Bravo.
Frag out!
Standing by.
1-1, request
Requesting recon position. Sniper's down. Not online. Watch your fucking fire. Enemy spotted. I'm hit. Grenade out. I saw the light there. Throwing stun.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Enemy in the AO. Enemy securing Bravo. The enemy is gaining ground. Target area marked. You're cleared hot. Enemy securing Bravo. No hit, no hit. Target still intact. Enemies taking Bravo. Friendly UAV on station.
Oh, no.
Enemy securing Bravo. We've lost Bravo. Securing objective Bravo. We're taking Bravo. Enemy securing Charlie. We control Bravo. The enemy took Charlie. Alpha secure. Throwing grenade! Enemies taking Bravo. We're taking Charlie. Objective Bravo is compromised. We're losing Alpha. Objective Charlie secure. Securing objective Bravo. Sniper's down! Bravo secure. Reloading! We're losing Charlie. Securing objective Alpha. Enemy securing Charlie. Enemy securing Bravo. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it back. We control Alpha. Enemies taking Bravo. Enemy securing Bravo.
I'm going to shake you, bitch. Nope, no. Teammate killed you. Fuck.
Enemies taking Alpha. Securing objective Charlie. Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back. Charlie secure.
All I see was your video, that's your thing.
Enemies taking Bravo.
Moving. Over here.
Throwing grenade! We've lost Bravo.
Oh. I had that motherfucker singing, but alright. Cool.
Hostile Mosquito is
Okay.
online. We're losing Charlie. We're taking Alpha. We're taking Bravo. Enemy securing Alpha secure. We're losing Alpha. Securing objective Bravo. We've lost Alpha. Hostile airstrike near your location. Securing objective Alpha. Frag out!
Ooh, you got it around the corner, here you go.
We're taking Alpha.
motherfucker did a nose dive.
We control Alpha. All objectives secure. Keep it up. Friendly UAV online.
And he's so fucking fast.
Hostile bomb drone is active.
Let's get done,
We're
bitch.
taking Alpha. Enemy securing Bravo. Securing objective Alpha. The mission's complete. Good work.
Yes. Look at
Gun game. Neutralize targets with each weapon.
Fuck, nigga. Fuck you thought this shit was, boy. Your ass pop. Sweet ass nigga. Sweet ass booty.
yeah.
You too, sweet ass nigga. Oh. They ought to crack up over a goddamn Kool-Aid pack in the crack of your ass.
How don't you eat my ass and shut the fuck up?
I was just fucking with you, boy. I just wanted somebody to say so.
You wanna eat my ass, bitch?
Yeah,
Cause that's what's finna happen, dude. I'm finna diddy that shit. I'm finna rub you up in baby oil and everything.
Oh, no Diddy? No Diddy?
Yeah,
Your
Diddy
ass.
party, motherfucker.
Your ass nasty, boy.
Yeah, I like that baby oil.
You gonna go to jail for 100 years for baby oil, boy.
What'd you say?
I said you gonna go to jail for 100 years for baby oil.
Oh shit.
Oh, boy, you trifling, nigga.
I think it's a little more than baby oil, bro. I think you went to prison for a little more than baby oil. Or he's going to prison.
I know he was taking ass.
That's probably why Justin Bieber's doing drugs. You ever think of that?
Oh, Justin Bieber, a grown ass man. You know what, motherfucker not
Yeah,
no.
but when he was a kid, dude, he was hanging out with Diddy.
That's his fault. That's his mom and daddy fault. Shit, what you mean? You gonna let your son hang out with Diddy?
He's hanging out with Diddy. Now he's a little crackhead.
Just listen. You had a son that was 14, 15 years old, boy. Are you gonna let him go hang out with a grown ass man that you know having goddamn Diddy parties? Yes or no?
No, fuck no.
Okay then. That's his parents. That's like how them bitches did R. Kelly. The little ass girls. The bitches knew what they were doing. They was giving that pussy up.
Fuck R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a bitch.
Hey, you can't be disrespecting the goat like that.
I'll piss on his goddamn grave.
Hey, you can't be disrespecting the goat like that, bro.
I'ma disrespect the fuck out of that dumb bitch.
What R. Kelly do to you? Stop make good music.
R. Kelly's a dumb bitch.
You probably was made to R. Kelly, boy.
Hell
your mama
no,
and daddy
you
was
see that
goddamn
video of R.
grinding to
Kelly in jail and he looks like he's about to cry, but he's singing songs for people because they're forcing him to?
Yeah, I did see that video. That's sad.
Oh my god, I stuck with a pistol, bro.
I hate this goddamn one-shot semi-automatic bullshit and it don't even fucking pop niggas. Weak ass shit. I don't know how somebody run around with this shit.
Name one song R. Kelly actually wrote himself.
Are you serious?
Let me piss on you.
Hold on. No, he wrote all of Leah's shit. What was
no one gives a fuck about R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a bitch.
Songs. His own songs.
His own song? 12 play.
Baby, oh.
Nope. Written by
that's
his
Justin
producer.
Bieber.
Hold on, say what? 12 play was written
by his producer.
No, I want to know a P. Diddy
That's a cap. That's cap.
Are you sure?
Hey, stop laying down like a little hoe, bro. We grown men out here, bro. 10 toes. 10 toes.
Oh.
Same way.
So you saying 12? You saying 12 play was written by his producer?
Dick.
Hey, look.
Same way.
Look. Let me say
Same way
this.
with Nicki Minaj.
Hold on. Let me say this. Does it matter if he wrote that shit? Who gonna sing it better?
R. Kelly's fucking sucks, dude. He sounds like a fucking whale having sex with a goddamn dolphin.
Hey, you gotta be
The
right,
dude
bro.
sings about the life, but yet he was actually born and raised and went to a private school paid for by mommy and daddy.
He sounds like Clarence. You sound like the little white boy from Eminem 8 Mile, Clarence.
No, you sound like...
No, I'm saying what he said. I'm talking about R. Kelly. You saying his mom and daddy paid for a private school, blah, blah, blah type shit.
I know, I'm saying, you sound like a bitch.
Secure the field. Mission accomplished.
Okay, I hope you feel better about it. You feel, ooh. You hit the hard R, boy. God damn, my boy.
You black nigger, bitch. You fucking nigger lover.
Hey, right. I am a human being that is black.
Oh. Yeah, I like it. It makes me horny.
Engage any and all threats. We've taken the lead.
Changing mags! Got your 6. Throwing grenade! Switching mags! Took a round! Throwing grenade!
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Reloading! Taking effective fire! Got your 6.
Friendly UAV online.
Reloading! Frag out!
Hostile mosquito is
Took a
online.
round! Drop there, sniper! Changing mags! Throwing grenade! Throwing grenade! Watch your fire!
Complete. Finish it.
Hit! Got your 6. Taking effective fire!
Okay, friendly cruise missile deployed.
Throwing grenade!
Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead. Hostile airstrike near your location. Friendly UAV on station.
Throwing grenade! Enemy spotted! That was close.
We've lost the lead.
Throwing grenade! I'm hit!
Deploy the Mosquito. Hostile launch the cruise missile. Hostile Mosquito is online. Hostiles deploy the Mosquito.
Throwing grenade! Reloading!
We're getting hit hard. Mosquito is online.
Watch your fire! Took a round. I'm reloading!
Mission failed. Return to base.
That was headed towards Sebring just about 10 minutes ago. Hunker down, get inside your home, bathroom, closet, stay away from windows. You're going to be okay, but you got to get to a safe space right now. And that eventually is going to be heading into southern Polk County around Lake Wales and Fort Meade soon. Okay, but you're not under the, technically those two cities are not under the tornado warning yet.
Next up, we've got a lot of stuff coming in to report it, and we've got a very hectic queue on report it. So let's bring this up and show what we've got. This is first up. This is from Lucas. It's another video from Alligator Alley. Riding shotgun here just south of State Road 80 west of Lewiston. Video of tornado while driving in the southward direction here. Let's bring up a little bit of audio. Let's just listen.
Marked one.
I'm getting on the National Weather Service website right now.
Thank you for tuning in. And the user's name was Lucas. Thank you, Lucas. We really appreciate it. This one is coming in from Leonardo. Check this out, Jeff. I'm taking this one full screen. Listen. Not well. There's no audio here.
Oh
on
yeah,
this
wow.
one, but
Look at that. Listen, we're going to see a lot of these, and some of them you're not going to be able to see because they're rain wrapped in some of these bands, these outer bands. You will see them coming. You hear your phone go off, or you hear me tell you you're under a tornado warning, just get away from your windows and get inside your home. They'll pass fast. These storms are moving at like 50 miles an hour.
Let's see here. We're going to
Okay, bitch.
just a little bit. Bear with us. And
Kill confirmed.
Wow, the National Weather Service website is down. What? Yeah, I'm not surprised. When, you know how many people are hitting the website right now?
Hostile UAV.
crashing the site.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something
Enemy
our
UAV
team must
active.
be aware of.
Kill confirmed.
The National Weather Service website is down. So that's
Actually, wait a second. Let me just see here. For some reason.
Oh my god, you fuck.
Let's move on. While you check that out, I'll move on to the next one in the queue. This is Terracia Bay. Empty fast. This is coming. Oh, no, wait.
Kill confirmed.
Maybe it was
This
a
one did not load. But wait, I think still bring this up. Hold on, stand by, folks. I'm hot punching some things. Video from Terracia Bay. From David. He says the bay that's there you see the water pushing
That's
away.
crazy. Oh, no.
Exactly what we expect. Reverse storm surge in the bay. At some point, you might be able to walk out to places that typically have water. We remember this with Ian, right? So, you know, if you're
The
north of
enemy
the
is
center of
gaining
the storm,
ground.
you should
Push them
expect that
back.
you're going to see some evacuation of water from the bay and the intercoastal waterways.
This is Rachel saying conditions right now in Lakewood. Audio here and listen to Rachel in
Fucking bitch.
Hostiles deployed a mosquito.
Yep, conditions certainly picking up
Hostile
there.
UAV in the
This is a
area.
spot that could see significant impacts from Hurricane Milton. Again, we've been talking about Lakewood Ranch for several days now. Please be safe if you're joining us from that community. We have this one coming in
Yeah,
from
bitch.
Noah. Go to Noah and see if we can listen in.
Hostile care package incoming. Confirm that one.
Looks like some flooding in Northport, Florida.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more of this, JJ. This is just the beginning.
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
You got your next frame bit, by the way.
Wobble tracker. All right. Yep. Range on wobble tracker and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's making that turn right when it was supposed to, right on time. I mean,
but it's almost
more of a turn, you think?
that's certainly a wobble.
Jesus.
Right.
It might actually be a real turn, not just a wobble. Because remember, we were expecting the dynamic to start turning when it got close to the coast. That's why the National Weather Service is pointing it in rather than up. Look at the pass track. It was going north. And they knew at some point it would take the turn, and let me tell you, it took the turn on a dime.
It took the turn,
Yeah.
and it took the turn. No?
Maybe we'll see. I mean, you know, again, you don't know exactly where the central area of low pressure is, just because you see the eye, the way it looks, and you know, it's a pretty good determinant. But maybe just slightly east of the we'll see. Let's let this. We need a few more. I mean, we only have 3 frames of this making this job. Let's wait for a few more frames. No, a few more. But time. We need more time. We need more time.
You're talking to me about wanting more frames, and I know, I want more frames. I think our audience.
Friendly UAV online.
Right. Tornado warning now issued for eastern Pasco, eastern Polk County. Let me just tell you the cities that are in it. It's really far east. It's Lake Wales. If you're driving on Polk County and you're headed towards Weehawken Junction, that's where the
Friendly cruise missile deployed.
Let me
We have taken the lead.
Strong, which is in the southeastern part of Polk County, southeast of Frost.
Friendly UAV on station.
And again, this is going to
The
be
enemy's
crossing
in disarray.
60
Press the
at some
advantage.
point. So if you're in that area and you're listening from that area,
You're a fucking idiot.
head to the east part of Polk County, you cross over River Basin, which essentially it seems like it is when you're there, and then you're in
We've
Yeehaw
secured the
Junction.
lead.
You know, right there in the very eastern part of Frostproof, there is what looks to be a very strong tornado.
That is fucking crazy.
Until it passes. Yep, see it? It takes like a little jerk.
Confirm.
Right there. That's little jerk northeast.
You don't have to use names. We're not doing callings for later. Okay.
That's true. Okay. When we're in the middle of
we call them wobbles.
We've lost the lead.
1 point.
Mission failed. Return to base.
I mean, showing this movement. I mean, this is all pun not intended.
GG's.
No, Jeff.
Yep. Absolutely. And you know, it seems to be behaving. That's what we're looking for. We want it to behave because then, you know, everybody's prepared for the things that they expected, right? If people, if this is headed towards Manatee County and Sarasota County, people there are expecting it to come their way. If it all of a sudden decides to head north towards Indian Rocks Beach or, you know, towards St. Pete and Tampa, people hopefully have prepared for the possibility of that because look at the cone. It's still in the very southern half of Pinellas County. But still, I think people would be surprised if all of a sudden this decided to come north of Tampa Bay. But for right now, best we can tell, this storm seems to be behaving. But we'll just continue to watch the wobble tracker and see if, in fact, it starts to veer off. Right now, we're in the danger zone. We have tornadoes in the outer bands moving through. That's going to be the first thing. We'll be dealing with that for another, let's say, 3 or 4 hours. Then come around, I'd say, 5, 6 o'clock, the edge of the eye wall starts to move on shore. That's when the coastline starts seeing those hurricane-force wind gusts and sustained hurricane-force winds of 75 to, I'd say the sustained winds, we'll see them anywhere between 75 and about 110 miles an hour, and we're likely to have gusts over 120 miles an hour along the immediate coast as it moves on shore. When it goes inland, it will weaken from a 3 to a 2, so inland areas you should expect sustained winds probably between 75 and 90, and some gusts over or right around 100 miles an hour over inland areas. That means mostly everybody's going to be without power. But I also think, for the most part, structures will remain intact. They may be compromised, but they won't be moved
You know, we're basically, as you send it in raw, it's basically
Secure the
displayed
target
on the
area.
live stream to WFLA.com/report it. So, but that is clearly
Target area located.
a wedge
Secure the hard
tornado, as
point.
Amanda was describing it. Is that accurate?
yeah,
or?
that looks like a wedge. You know, but it probably
Hard point
isn't
compromised.
a wedge, 'cause
Secure the.
wedges
We
are
have
not
taken the
found
lead.
at all. But yeah, it looks like a wedge tornado. Listen, JB, I think I'm interested in seeing what they're doing in the studio, only because that's a pretty big tornado in eastern Polk County. I
We've lost the
suspect
lead.
that they are probably talking about it right now.
Okay.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
No. I don't need to take off. I'm just saying. That
Should we?
I think for a moment, because these tornadoes are moving north and getting
Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Let's see if they are doing tornado coverage. At least take it for a minute because it will clarify what's going on in those areas. If that works.
So I'm being told the National Weather Service website is okay.
Hard point compromised.
Okay.
Secure the hostile UAV in the area. Confirming the
Needed in the queue here, but reported flooding on
Inside the perimeter. Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
This, stand by. And there it is. So this is from Jennifer. And look, we already have a flooded roadway. It says 7:54 p.m. That's an odd timestamp. Maybe she meant 12:54 p.m.
Where's the
Northport?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Brooklyn.
46 coast there. And of course, Northport's just
Taking a look at wobble tracker waiting for the 130
there
frame
is
to drop.
one heck of a tornado that's about to move into Arcadia, folks. If you are in Arcadia, take cover right now. I'm just saying, I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and we always see these small.
Coming back to zero where
But I've seen a lot of these. I've seen these hurricanes, usually small tornadoes. You don't see very well on radar.
Hardpoint relocated.
I see
Secure the
them
target
really
area.
well on radar. These are strong tornadoes in this storm on the eastern side. Arcadia, take cover. Tornado that's heading your way.
you wouldn't the one from earlier that they're showing from FDOT cameras.
Okay.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
The Arcadia one is something that our Max Fender weather team right now is following closely. And let's listen in to
Yes, because it started in around breaking out in the Miami area, and then they really exploded when they got near the Lake of Okeechobee, and that's where we really started to see more of these pictures coming out. And again, it's all wrapping around a lot of Milton, because there's a lot of moisture, there's a lot of twisting in the atmosphere to lead to tornadoes.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Because the cell that was coming off of Lake Okeechobee had, again, a photograph picture of a large tornado off the ground. Has held issuing these tornado warnings. So all the way through Highlands County, because it started below Highlands County, coming out of Lake Okeechobee, passed through portions of Highlands County, through Lake Placid, through Sebring, and now beginning to affect that southeastern portion of Polk County.
Secure the area.
Anywhere around another cell came out of Punta Gorda and now moving into Hardee County. So Wauchula, Ross,
visual on the
other. I'm going to ask you again. Secure your portion of your room.
Hostile mosquito is online.
Anyway, this is a great time to just go ahead and get in that
Hardpoint
safe place
compromised.
and
Secure
stay
the
there.
area.
Notice that Yeehaw Junction, right around the turnpike. Also a very large tornado likely on the ground right here, and everything is
The
moving
enemy is gaining
from
ground.
southeast
Push
to
them.
northwest. Counterclockwise wind flow around a tropical system, Hurricane Milton. Now about 100 miles or so or less off our coastline. At 145
Secure the target area.
Notice it's moving northeast at 17. It's sadly toward our coast, and so the forecast may have to be pushed timing-wise. This forecast that came out at 11 o'clock this morning says that it's offshore at about 8 o'clock this evening. I'm thinking it may be onshore by around 8 o'clock this evening, somewhere as a Category 3 or a Category 4 hurricane, and then pushing across the state. So this 12-hour period, basically between about 8 o'clock tonight and 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, is it's where it will be making that trek across our state and then back out into the Atlantic. It's still strong at landfall. It's still a Category 1 storm at interior communities like Polk County, Highlands County. So
stand by.
Right now in Polk and Highlands County.
You're
Well,
getting hit hard.
here in about 6 hours,
Enemies
8 hours
inside
or
the
so, you
perimeter.
may actually be having to deal with
Taking effective fire!
a full-blown hurricane
Target area
going
updated.
straight through
Move to
your
friendly
area.
UAV
Because that's where
online.
all the computer models are now really coming into more and more agreement that there should be
Hardpoint
some sort
compromised.
of landfall.
Secure
It
the
could be
area.
anywhere from right at the mouth of Tampa Bay around Anna Maria Island, anywhere along
Enemies
the Manatee
inside
or
the
northern
perimeter.
Sarasota coast. But it's moving northeast, so it's going to be moving through Parrish, moving into maybe even southeastern Hillsborough County, and certainly passing on through Polk County, an area, again, right now that is under that tornado warning around Frostbridge. Because we know that threat is there every
Hardpoint
time
compromised. Secure the area.
So we are keeping an eye on
Enemies
those rain
inside the
bands.
perimeter.
We just told you had that confirmed tornado down in Miami. Made its way past
Hardpoint
Okeechobee,
compromised.
Highlands
Secure the
County.
area.
Keeping an eye on that rotation. in
Hardpoint
Polk County.
relocating.
There was
Stand
also
by.
a confirmed tornado that went through Mount Lachey down in Fort Myers. So the tornado threat
issued because there is a possible tornado on the ground.
Enemy
but the watch,
UAV active.
this goes until at least 9 o'clock, that threat being in effect until 9 o'clock, so we're watching each of those rain bands. Just want to reiterate that. Obviously, it's already windy out there, but if one of these tornadoes comes through your area, those winds will pick up very quickly.
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Will get much gustier, so just know that that is a possibility. Another threat that we're looking at are those rain about storm surge with this storm because it was devastating for Pinellas and Hillsborough County if it made landfall in northern Pinellas County. Fresh water flooding. The rain that is currently falling from the sky. We're adding up those rain totals already. Already between 2 and 4 inches of rain has already fallen in the past 12 hours or so, and we're expecting more. It's obviously still raining. So we have this high risk of excessive
Target
rainfall.
area
That means a high risk of flooding. It's a level 4 out of 4. We don't show you that map too much because we don't have that threat very often. But with this track, as Milton tracks right across the peninsula here on the northern side of it, we are going to rack up those rainfall totals even more. Obviously, the southern side is still seeing rain right now. Eventually, the southern side is actually going to dry out a little bit.
Back here live, there's so key developments that we are monitoring in the last few minutes. We're going to go to Wobble Tracker first. And Wobble Tracker is showing the last frame of 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Return to base.
And it is showing that movement to the northeast.
I'm gonna get up
turn itself. Yeah. You put the mic on. Put on. And we can bring you up here, and we'll take this camera live.
All right, so I want to explain a couple of things. Now, first of all, we were watching agonizingly to see if this storm was going to take that turn to the right, and it looks like it has. It just wobbled straight to the right just now. So this is, I think, a real turn because it is predicted by most of our models. We were hoping that this storm didn't come up here and then take the turn. So it's becoming much less likely that this storm is going to Pinellas. And even if it were to somehow make landfall in the southern part of Tampa Bay, I think that would spare Tampa Bay the worst surge. It would still be some surge. The worst case scenario of surge, 15 feet of it into Tampa Bay, it's getting harder and harder.
Uh-oh, no Diddy on.
So that is some good news. Not good news for the folks in Manatee County and Sarasota County, where this storm is likely to make a direct hit. The eye wall will probably extend from Canaria Island all the way down to, I'd say, almost Venice. That's how big the eye wall is going to be. I want you to notice one other thing, JB. This is kind of a little bit in the meteorological weeds, but do you see how that there's really no rain on the southern side of the storm? And the eye wall is expanding out. It's really just the northern side. This is slowly going through what we call an extratropical transition. It's being influenced by the jet stream, and it's going to slowly transition now from a purely tropical system as it crosses the state to an extratropical system once it gets in the Atlantic Ocean. The one thing that you need to know is, although you can clearly see it's weakening, there's no thunderstorms on the south side, so it's doing exactly what we thought it was supposed to do. The jet stream is now going to aid in then the jet stream, as it moves across the state, instead of a purely tropical storm, or a hurricane, which would quickly weaken as it moves across the state, now that it's got the aid of the jet stream and it's going through an extratropical transition, it's going to not be allowed to weaken as fast once it crosses the state. So it's going to stay at Cat 2, Cat 1 across the whole state because of the extra energy. But as you can tell right now, it looks like it's wobbling to the east. It was supposed to make that exactly as forecast by the National Hurricane Center. But again, it probably could wobble again. If it wobbles back north 20 miles, that creates a problem for Tampa Bay. It's getting harder and harder for the storm to come onshore in Pinellas. That's the worst case scenario, because that puts southerly winds, easterly winds, westerly winds directly into the bay and pushes all the water in. That's becoming a lot less likely at this point. It's still possible. I think another 1 to 2 hours. If it doesn't make that turn further north, then the bay is not going to get the worst case scenario. But the worst case scenario, unfortunately, is panning out right now. The coastline is
So seeing that turn take place on Wobble Tracker, which you can stream, of course, all the time on WFLA.com.
We're losing Alpha. Enemy
And
securing
I also want
Charlie.
to point out the second development that, of course, is being noted by multiple members of our team, and really the consensus right now
Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back. We're taking Alpha.
A post-midnight landfall. Text your friends. Let them know the storyline in advance of the day. Was this happening sometime in the 12 midnight, 3 Thursday morning? Things have sped with the movement speed at 17 miles an hour. We were doing the basic math earlier, but this rate,
We control Alpha.
Hilton is arriving earlier than expected, and on the northeastern side of the storm, these impacts are being felt now, and
All
will
objectives
continue
are
to be
under
felt
our
up
control.
until
Nothing.
it's fair to say
The
right
enemy
now,
took
Jeff,
Charlie.
that we are basically
Enemies
feeling
taking
Milton's
Alpha.
impact presently, and tornado warnings, of course, have been occurring left and right.
Securing
across
objective
Southwest
Charlie.
These are big. I mean,
Who's hiding in the corner? Yeah, good
Enemies
job.
taking Bravo. Objective Alpha is compromised.
So you can't say no, dude.
that has produced such a big tornado.
Fucking blinded myself.
Real
Objective
tornadoes.
Bravo is
Yeah,
compromised.
killed them both. Bravo.
Let me look it up. For Polk County and Hardy County. Let me tell you where it is.
We're taking Alpha. Alpha secure.
We're moving closer
Securing
now to
objective Bravo.
Tampa Bay
It's
region.
moving northwestward, right?
Hold all objectives. Do not lose control.
Contact! Like I was saying,
Enemies
I've been through a lot of
securing
storms.
Bravo.
Usually these circulations are small, they're immaterial, but they produce quick moving but fairly weak tornadoes.
I can't clear this. I'm gonna die. You fucking dick.
Tornadoes that I can see
We're
on
losing
radar
Alpha.
are strong tornadoes.
Enemies securing Charlie.
F-Zeros and F-1s, we should be prepared for the possibility of EF-2s in our viewing area, which we rarely
Objective
get.
Alpha is compromised.
So when I tell you this
Get it back.
Yvonne Paul, I want you to take it seriously.
Securing objective Alpha.
Yeah, there is a fucking way.
Keep yourself safe.
We're losing Charlie.
Again, you don't see these type of tornadoes very often. Why is it?
All objectives are under our control. Enemies securing Charlie.
So it
Enemies
and
taking
it's-
Alpha. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get
which
it back.
is causing these thunderstorms to spin, which is causing these tornadoes
Objective
to
Alpha
spin.
is compromised. We're taking Charlie.
I want to pass along a third note, and I don't know. I'm going to be
Securing objective Charlie.
Hey, punk.
Enemies taking Bravo. We're taking Alpha. Charlie secure.
Now, I'm being told that on TikTok, specifically on that platform, and maybe
Securing objective Alpha.
there's a video that has gone by the name on social media.
Enemies
of
securing
people
Bravo.
on YouTube and Facebook Live. Do you know
Objective
who,
Bravo is compromised.
I am
Get
talking
it back.
about?
Grab the cluster mine. Plant
Where
it.
this sort of originated. We're going to have an update on this.
Come get it, punk.
Shortly, as I'm told.
Come get Bravo.
Securing objective Bravo.
Come get Bravo, punk. Oh yeah.
Taking Bravo.
Double kill.
Securing objective Alpha.
Evacuated.
We control Alpha.
That's what I've been told to say to
We
people.
hold all
That
objectives.
Lieutenant Dan,
Do not enemies taking Bravo.
social media person.
You're halfway to mission complete.
Been,
We're losing Alpha.
Autopilot drone.
how stubborn they have been. Guy apparently has left. Does this make
Enemies
sense?
taking
Ron?
Alpha.
This is what I was told to say, so hopefully it makes sense. Relaying information.
Makes sense.
We're losing Alpha.
So, yes, is evacuated.
Can someone tell me?
Friendly care package on the way.
It's not, yeah, I don't think it's a joke. I think it's a, yeah, so,
Is it a real person?
Enemies securing Bravo.
yes.
I'm just asking.
We're losing Charlie.
This
The
is
only reason I'm
also-
chuckling is because I'm relaying information from our team that has magnitude of this story.
Can someone type in? Can
Enemies
explain to
securing
us,
Charlie.
or tell us?
The enemy took Charlie.
I look on
Standing by. Objective Bravo is compromised.
Copy that. I'm not talking a lot much
barely
either,
on
guys.
Well, fuck you.
I think, yeah.
that band. This is JB. That band on the east side.
yourself.
Polk County, that's the one with that's spinning northwest. Pretty soon. Get ready, folks. These are big tornadoes.
All right, so apparently we're getting.
The enemy has securing objective Bravo.
What?
Oh, Ryan Ensign's been on this?
Securing objective Charlie.
Okay, so I've just been told.
Objective Bravo secure.
Ryan and I were on the phone.
We're taking
yesterday.
Charlie.
I'm sorry. Apologies here.
Bravo.
I haven't even followed Ryan's
Ronnie's flashed.
activity on social media.
Securing objective Charlie. Objective Bravo
here
is
he is.
compromised. Get it back.
Okay. Let's go, Lieutenant Dan. If I can.
Well, reload this motherfucking piece of shit.
While you're doing that, JB, tornado about to enter the
Securing objective
southeastern side of
Charlie.
Highlands County.
We're losing Charlie.
Tornado. You're located in Plastic Lake.
All objectives are under our control. Enemies taking Alpha.
You just lay there and fucking.
Another tornado just to the west of Avon Park.
Objective Alpha is compromised. Get it back. Enemy securing Charlie. Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it back.
Yet to a safe place right now. Lastly, on the east side of Lake Wales. East side of Lake Wales. Big tornado. Strong tornado. About to cross over 60. Located in Lake Wales.
Ready to deploy.
Along that road,
That motherfucker's gotta die. Oh, all I got's a fucking gun. Yeah, come off of your little perch there, pussy, and fucking die.
Securing objective Charlie. Objective Charlie secure.
Don't worry about this one, it's not a big deal. These I just want to make sure that if you get a tornado warning on your phone, the interior portion of your home, bathroom, closet,
we're taking Alpha.
Scenario, have a mattress ready to put it over your head. Again, not trying to scare you. That's not what we're doing here. I just want to give you
hold all objectives. Do not lose control. They're falling apart.
Yeah, I see you back there.
Oh, okay, great. That's good to know.
Friendly care
All right,
package
back
in the
here with you
AO.
on stream,
We're
folks.
taking
Let's
Charlie.
see who everybody is. Okay, so this is from Ryan Enton's Twitter.
Losing
I haven't seen this yet.
I want to get my kills back in game over.
I got 30 kills. Let's go.
Good suit down. Good game. Let's go. You lost.
Yo, I got 30 kills.
You lost.
I don't say I still got 30
Yeah,
kills.
such as we lost, man. Yeah.
It don't matter. I still got 30 kills.
You got 30 kills. You got to capture the flags. 11 captures.
I bro.
30 kills don't mean nothing. We lost.
Everybody that stayed on land
Huh?
around. No,
I capture them flags. Yeah.
so I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
I could use 2 females.
Well, you got all the animals right here during the storm, so you can just, if you need anything. Everybody's worried about you.
I know everybody's worried about me. Everybody wants me to get off the boat. People don't. Being that I'm tied up to the cleats, I'm not secured in the concrete. I have a secured anchor point. I'm tied to the boat. If the tide goes up, I go up. As long as the water stays out of the boat, I'll be fine. And the wind is, it's not a tornado. It's not going to get lifted up and thrown into Kansas. Okay, it's not like that. I'm not suicidal, but I'm putting it in God's hands and taking it out of mine and man's.
All right.
So I'm sitting tight and I'm going to play it out.
Well, like I said, we're all right up here, so if you need anything, everybody's parked right here, okay?
I love you all, and I thank you for the concern. I'm not nutty. I'm just doing what my father told me to do, and I'm doing it, and I'm being me. I don't go with the grain. I'm against the grain because it's all just, you're all robots. You're all sheep following the masses. And I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that does what I feel is right. And I don't care what anybody says or wants to do about it. I do what I think is right. And since God found me 10 years ago when I found him, and he's been my right hand all along. He told me to come here, I'm here. My life in his hands. If I'm supposed to go home tonight, then I'm going to go home tonight. But he's calling me not to do it.
Well, we'll check on you, okay? We'll be up here and we'll check on you.
I appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank you, sir. Stay safe. You got some time to rest. All right.
I only got about 2 hours. No! Get the hell away from me!
I kind of struggled to catch that there. It's clearly a humorous exchange, but that was Brian Ensign, who I'm trying to see where he's at. Maybe we can get him on the program. It would really be great to have him. We're on the phone. The news station's senior national correspondent, Brian Ensign. He was actually driving. Chatting about the area and the current conditions.
Eliminate the enemy.
Actually,
all of them.
Yesterday, the days are blurring together. It was a couple days ago. All right, look. From what I have been told, that Lieutenant Dan has evacuated. But all I know is that information. I don't even have a source for that information. So I'm gonna try to alert our team. And find out exactly where that information came from, if it came from News Nation. A new tornado warning has just come in. Hardy County and DeSoto, very much in line with what we have seen in the last couple of hours. Where did that information come from about Lieutenant Dan being evacuated? To be clear. Oh. Got it. All right, yeah, thank you. That's very helpful. Okay, so here's, let me pass along what Nathaniel just shared with me. So Brian Ensign is saying that the gentleman who goes by Lieutenant Dan, his real name is Joseph Malinowski. The man that has been nicknamed Lieutenant Dan on TikTok, this is the last time to talk about this because we have so many other things to get to, that he has, News Nation's Brian Ensign is reporting that he has not evacuated, but Tampa Mayor Jane Castor, that's how big this story is that the mayor of Tampa was just talking about it at the podium and has apparently said that he has been evacuated out of the area, or at least out of his boat. Well, an hour ago. Okay, so Brian Ensign of Joseph Malinowski sticking his head out of the boat to confirm that he's still there, even though Tampa Mayor Jane Castor said that he did actually. Right. Okay, I see the updated tweet. Let me read the tweet from Brian. I know it said in a press conference that Lieutenant Dan went to a shelter. He didn't. I'm standing right here. What things changed in the last hour, I do not know. All I know is apparently the story is big enough that the mayor of Tampa is talking about it, and it's big enough that it's blowing up on TikTok. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. We're located here in Tampa. When we get an update, you can pass along. Let me know so I can share it. It'll be in an article on WFLA.com. And just resume our coverage of the storm here. So, here's the deal. 30, 40, and 50 stands on Wobble Tracker, and we are absolutely noticing a turn. And so look at the blue line, folks. If the blue line, we're talking about, and of course, unsurvivable storm surge in the Tampa Bay area, a very vulnerable section of the Gulf Coast side of Florida. But the blue line, and if you call it storm, blue line is not staying straight because that's the past track. We are clearly experiencing a turn here, just as the National Hurricane Center forecast yesterday in their 5 o'clock update. I cannot begin to stress how big that 5 o'clock update was yesterday. We had a big shift to the south. That shift south pushes it more to being a Sarasota and Venice event rather than a Tampa and Sarasota event, at least for the worst of this storm, even though there's going to be widespread flooding, wind damage. There's going to be storm surge along the coast, power outages, tornado warnings, everything you would expect after hurricane making landfall in the state of Florida. As of 2 o'clock,
Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
Dropped just a little bit. The 2 o'clock update has just come in moments ago, and it's interesting to note that we were up to 17 miles an hour, and that quickening that trend of it picking up pace and picking up speed has not continued. It is not getting to 18, 19, 20 miles an hour. We have now come down to 16 miles an hour. It's a small difference, but it is noteworthy that we have decreased speed and not increased speed. The storm, you can see there clearly, is still a Cat 4, expected to become a Cat 3 in the next update, and then in the Cat 3 to Cat 2 range, somewhere in the area between Anna Maria Island and Sarasota. So that's the latest that we have from the National Hurricane Center. We'll continue, of course, to monitor the progress. Let's go frames here on Wobble Tracker. Again, this is streaming all the time.
UAV is being fuel. RTB at this time.
So, let's see here. We are going to send it to our broadcast coverage.
Talking about, these power outages are going to be widespread. Those weather radios handy, and keep it tuned to one of those stations, and you can stay informed with us throughout Milton.
All right, more coverage of Hurricane Milton after the break.
Keep it up.
So, back here in the stream center, let's get to some of the comments that are coming in. And, oh man, I just want to pass this one along. For people looking for meteorologist Eric Stone, he has moved to WFLA's backup location. Evan saying, #Hey Eric. Stay safe, Eric. Praying for your safety as well, JB. Remember, lost power. Oh, okay, wow, we just got in an update on Lieutenant Dan. Just moments ago. Folks, I'm delivering updates as they come in. Literally within seconds ago, News Nation's Brian Enton just putting out a notice to our teams, because News Nation is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. That's, of course, the same company that owns us. We're all under the same umbrella. That's why Brian and I have worked together so much in the past. Brian just confirmed moments ago that this gentleman by the name of Lieutenant Dan Joseph Malinowski, he is on the boat. Caster, who said that he had evacuated, that appears to be incorrect right now. Now, is Jane Caster going to go up to the boat herself and encourage him to evacuate? Who knows? I am playing catch up a bit on this story, clearly, but if I get updates on that story, I will pass it. So, Wobble Tracker coming in here with the 150 frame and about to get the 2 o'clock frame coming in momentarily. Let's up 2 o'clock 5 Hurricane Milton right now, a Category 4 hurricane with max wind speeds of 130 miles per hour. The pressure has elevated a bit to 944 millibars. There's none of them go to the center of Tampa anymore. That is a massive development versus what we were staring at 48 hours ago. We took this storm to the heart of Tampa Bay, and really the southeastern quadrant of the eye, pushing all of that water into the bay. What we actually might have happen now, interestingly enough, is the water gets sucked out of the bay because of the wind spinning in the opposite direction. we saw during Ian.
30 seconds
So,
remaining.
yeah, and the movement speed at north by northeast at 16 miles an hour, that's something that we've been monitoring on Wobble Tracker. Some of those models going as far south as Venice, but the NHC's track still has this going really through the Sarasota airport area. I believe that there was a video that was just put in. A video of loot. Oh no, this is okay. I'm sorry. This is the video of. I'm gonna be clear. This was from Ian. This is when the water was sucked out of Tampa Bay. That is the center of Tampa Bay that you're looking at there off in the distance, and you can see how it is exposed. That's because there's, yeah. I mean, I would imagine that whole area is just littered with fish. Or we have a lot of fish that are in these waters here in shallow waters. Probably, I would imagine it's a very confusing and disorienting scenario for a lot of marine wildlife in the bay. But this is again during Ian from several years ago, and but this is a similar impact to what we could see in the bay. Folks on social media in the coming hours, I would say it's going to happen overnight, but there's going to be nighttime video, nighttime pictures of the bay having a lot of the water, a majority of the water in Tampa Bay being sucked out by the storm into the Gulf, and the Gulf itself thrashing water up on the coast of Sarasota and Manatee counties. So this is the impact that we're talking about here. It's going to be a similar phenomenon to what we saw in Hurricane Ian. Let's get back here to the very latest. And we now have the 2 o'clock scan. Let's follow Wobble Tracker. We have zoomed in on Wobble Tracker. This is noteworthy as well. So now we're really micro-analyzing wobbles, but there is absolutely that northeast trend, and this is putting the storm right on track for a landfall event in the greater Sarasota area south of Tampa Bay. Now, it's important to note that this storm could wobble north still, but the models are suggesting that this is going to hold. If the wobbles do occur, to the surprise of the National Hurricane Center and forecasters everywhere, then you'll see it on the real-time Wobble Tracker when the scans come in. Let's get to meteorologist Jeff Baradelli downstairs now on WFLA News Channel 8.
There's already flooding ongoing along the immediate coast here. Places like Sarasota, Venice has already seen about 5 inches.
Got 2 camping mid.
Right here. But what I do want to show you is the velocity scans. And typically, and if you watch me do tornado coverage or Rebecca, pretty often you barely can see the tornadoes. Which leads me to believe that the winds in some of these tornadoes are probably likely somewhere around 120 plus miles an hour. So right there on the east side of Lake Wales. That is 60 on the way to Weehawken Junction.
Please go revive me. I'm right in the middle, right behind you.
And it's moving northwest.
Right over the wall.
So get ready in Union City and in Davenport and on the east side of Dundee. This tornado is likely going to be crossover I-4. Again, that's a powerful circulation. Look at the blues. Look at the red. That right there is where the tornado is located. All right, let's check out some other tornadoes for you because, again, we're going to be getting these tornado warnings on and off throughout the afternoon. And we're gonna show you them.
Appreciate it,
We're
Zan.
gonna tell you about them. We're going to tell you the cities that are impacted. We're going to ask you to get inside your safe place. And then we're going to move on to the other tornadoes across the area. This one does not look as strong. It was stronger before. This is heading towards Fort Meade. It very well could still be a tornado. So if you're in Fort Meade, get to your safe space because that tornado is going to be heading your way. All right, zooming out a little bit more. This is a bigger tornado. This right now is in DeSoto County. It's about to cross over into Hardy County. It looks like there are likely 2 tornadoes here. One right along 17, one on the east side of 17. Again, the northwest in Arcadia, it looks like the worst has passed through you. But pretty soon, these circulations, look at that, right there. Right at the end there. Look at all, if you look really close.
They're coming through mid,
And these are heading across into Hardy County. You have a couple of minutes,
for the next
but when you see that the weather is really starting to go downhill, get to your safe place because that tornado is going to be heading your way. Okay. As of
Rigging the team aim with that IED is crazy work.
miles an hour. So it's a borderline Cat 4,
Hey, them
Cat 3.
proximity
It
mines
is
come in handy now.
exactly the way we thought it would. It was a Cat 5 earlier today. Now it's a Cat 4, and I would say within the next few hours it will be a Cat 3. It's undergoing what is an extratropical transition. Why is that important? It's important because the jet stream is lifting it to the north, but it's also imparting energy to it. The jet stream is imparting energy. That's why these tornadoes are strong. That's why they're not just run-of-the-mill EF0s or EF1s. Some of them may be EF1s. The jet stream is involved. You have the energy from the jet stream. And thank you. What's going to happen is because be ready to deploy. Allow the storm to weaken very fast from here. So the storm shows a Cat 3, but it will remain a 2 as it moves across Hardy, DeSoto, Tyler, go right about here. And even when and again, because the jet stream is aiding and abetting it, is going to have the chance to stay strong for a longer period of time. And that means if
good shots, good shots.
Hurricane force
GG, guys.
Probably to 100 miles an hour. Starting at probably 6 to 7 o'clock. That's when your winds are sustained at hurricane force, and you're starting to see those gusts to about 110, 120 miles an hour. You should prepare for that possibility. That means it's going to get scary. Most homes should be able to survive those winds. Trees will fall. So again, be very, very careful as the storm orbiting the AO. It is not the kind of storm like Andrew. I don't want to scare anyone, but it can compromise roofs and it can cause some structural damage. All right, so it turns into a Cat 1 and it moves out by tomorrow. So our condition will be improving a lot by tomorrow because it's moving faster than it was before. Zooming in just
Last one's top of stairs, their side, their side.
You won that round. Get ready for the next one. And right now, it seems to be on track, moving in the exact direction that we thought it would be moving. So that would mean landfall somewhere around November, the last minute. Just a 20-minute wobble puts it on the south side of Tampa Bay. But one thing I do want to mention, and then I'm going to toss it over to Rebecca Berry, because Rebecca Berry, I'm sure, has some information on the system right now. But one thing I want to mention is that it's going to be hard for this system at this point to make landfall in Connecticut. It can still happen, but in the next hour or two, it won't be able to happen anymore. And that's important because a worst-case scenario for Tampa Bay is the storm comes on shore right about there, and it starts pushing that water into Standing by. If the storm were to actually make landfall around the Sunshine Skyway, it would not be able to push that water in. Sure, the storm surge would be worse, but it wouldn't be nearly as bad if it moves offshore in places like Pinellas. So right now, it's looking like the worst surge, Bradenton down to Sarasota, and with that drop, a really strong wind gust. These are 110-mile-an-hour wind gusts and possibly higher. All the way down to Tampa, Bradenton, Sarasota, Venice. I expect some wind gusts to 120 miles an hour. And even in places like Lake, we're looking at the possibility of a
got this wrap up
over 100, 110
miles behind you.
So you can imagine the we're going to see significant power.
Prepare for the next one.
All right, with that said,
GG, guys.
Let's bring in meteorologist Rebecca Barrett. And, you know, we were talking about before.
Moving this way.
How do you see a hurricane produce such strong signatures on radio?
Switching sides.
Charlie was the last one that we had that just was very tornadic, and it was very strong signatures. I mean, we just got this new one, so I wanted to bring this to your attention down here at Lake Placid. And when the box is blinking like that, that means it's confirmed.
Enemy UAV
and so this
active.
is a tornado on the ground. So what this tool does is it lets us see the rotation on the radar. Sometimes that rotation doesn't make it all the way down to the tornado. The National Weather Service sends out teams once the weather's clear to determine if it was a tornado. Lake Placid right now, if it holds together, it may end up impacting Sebring. So if you're staying weather aware and have a way to get your warnings. And so is, of course, mainly inland tornadoes. And the back half of the storm starts to southern portions. That's when we could see the potential for some tornadoes in our coastal counties. And so we're keeping an eye on the warming tracker because that turn to the east told us that we are looking at that potential more southern landfall.
There's a proximity mine right there next to where I'm at.
And so that's what we're watching on while we're see it the forecasted track. This is the past track. And this is the current position.
GG.
The wobble tracker, you can see it
GG's.
taking that jog to the east, making that turn.
Hey, you're playing real good. The two of us. The two of you playing real good.
Due straight from where it was. And so what we're going to do right now is check out some of our tower cameras because we will start to lose these as the sites lose power, as we lose internet once the winds get a little bit higher. But this is how it looks out over the Veterans Expressway right now from our Veterans Ford camera. Marina Point starting to be a little bit rocky. So this is looking at the Gandy Bridge right there. You can see the Gandy Bridge. So rainfall rates and the wind all our sensors don't operate very well at high wind levels here, just the way that they're built, and so it is much when you're looking at the other direction. This is Bayshore Boulevard. You can see that wind blowing rain, but no flooding there yet on Bayshore Boulevard. This is a flooding spot. It's a hot spot that we see when we see some heavy rainfall, so that may occur during some of those heavier rain bands. This is looking out over our micro lumen camera, getting pretty shaky looking over downtown Tampa. Now, our rainfall gauges are pretty good. It doesn't account for rain that when it's very windy, it doesn't give a good reading because a lot of that rain doesn't make it down to the winter. But in general, we've already seen 2 to 3 inches of rain area wide. You can see how heavily it's raining in Riverview right now. And then let's go ahead and check out Lakewood Ranch, looking pretty breezy. Look at those palm trees right there. But it unfortunately does look like it's going to be picking up a lot. And things shaping up. Deposits camera, things can't even really see downtown. And our Sarasota camera will be a really interesting one to watch because it is a little bit inland, and so it does have a chance to keep power a little bit longer than coastal Sarasota does. Newport Richey, things starting to get very windy and rainy there as well. And so what we're looking at right now, we've made it through our cameras, so let's move on. I'll give you an impact overview, excuse me. So from the eye wall, so the southern edge of the eye wall south, that's where we'll see the worst damage, 10 to 15.
Rapper, I'm gonna push right.
We're going to see strong hurricane force wind gusts over most of our counties to the south of I-4, 100 miles per hour plus. But the rainfall flooding is going to be a different story. We're going to see some very heavy rainfall from this point forward.
Sniper on the right side.
And that's going to be those are the most concerning impacts that we're looking at.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Jeff. A lot to take in. Just so much happening. It's happening. It seems to
GG.
just pointed out there, threatening to bring catastrophic storm surge to Sarasota.
Man, it's fun playing. It's fun playing versus the two of you.
Hey, we gotta give you some kind of a challenge.
Yeah, for real. With that sniper, huh? I'm trying to get better with this.
Around 2 a.m. in the middle of the night. It's now moved up to 7 to 8 p.m.
Started off strong.
Right, and that's why residents out here in
We
Manatee
still
County
get it.
need to remain vigilant right now. Officials at this time. We just heard from Jody Fish. She's the public safety director here in Manatee County, and she says wherever you are, where you'll be riding out the storm. We're in a lull right now, so don't be afraid. We are experiencing some wind, but
Rapper, I'm right there, 60 meters from you.
and thunder, and so it just keeps coming and coming and coming. So
Reload.
I want to let you know
Reload.
that EMS and fire rescue crews are no longer responding to the barrier islands here in Manatee County.
It's good to have that
Bridges
extra
are
ammo in
closed.
case you need it.
That's including
Instead of having to
Sky
reload.
We also know in
Firefight.
preparation for Hurricane Milton, the county says haulers have been working around the clock. They've removed more than 10 million pounds of debris from Manatee County. That's because we saw those impacts from Hurricane Helene. They're still recovering from that here in Manatee County. This is an area that's been devastated.
Rapper, I'm the other one that's over there in the middle over there that's
through this area, and
lane
debris is still
that's
out here.
down.
Although the county had been working on those operations of removing that debris, they had to stop that for right now because we're feeling those impacts out here. We also know Lake Manatee Dam has been lowered to 36 feet. That's a question that viewers have been asking us at this time. We also know
bomb, get the bomb, get the bomb.
has a hotline. It's called Manatee 311. Those 5,000 calls answering questions about sandbags.
Nice work.
GG's, guys.
GG, guys.
Easy,
That
you
was
almost
fun.
got me.
Yeah, almost. But you got me first, bro.
Viewers are asking us right now.
Hey, that HRM doesn't mess around.
Who?
Reporting live, Brittany Muller, 8 on your side.
Thanks, Brittany. And team coverage continues right now.
Okay, have a good rest of the game.
This
You
massive
too. Everybody
hurricane.
stay safe.
News
It's in
channel is Kenny
Florida.
Morales joining
GG's.
us live from Bay Pines in the community there in Pinellas County. Kenny, what are you seeing?
Hey guys, yeah, so like I mentioned it, I just want to set the scene a little bit. We are just outside of Bay Pines. We're actually on the other side of that bridge that kind of goes over Boca Ciega Bay. Turn in here. Thankfully, it looks like most people have heeded those evacuation orders. Haven't seen too many cars out here other than, you know, one or two here or there. But the conditions are starting to worsen. It kind of slaps you in the face in bands, right? You start out, it goes, oh, okay, some little light rain. It's not too bad. 5 minutes later, we had sideways rain. You know, winds were picking up like crazy. You can see here the storm surge started to pick up along Boca Ciega Bay. And
Momma Rapper.
Up here into Harbor Lights,
Nice name.
Mobile Home Park. Obviously,
Thank you.
Evacuation orders for A, B, C, and all mobile home parks here in Pinellas County. Not only dealing with storm surge issues, but you're obviously going to have wind damage. And then we pulled up and we saw this. And this is kind of the other thing we've been talking about, right? Because of Hurricane Helene and all the efforts that have been made lately to try and pick up the damage that's been left by that hurricane, you're left with sites like this. Just a gigantic debris left over by Helene. And look, there's only so much manpower we have, right? That hurricane hit just a week or two ago. But unfortunately, this is still here. And with those hurricane winds, you're going to see those become projectiles. And then you have a mobile home park right next to that and you know, apartments around the area. Very, very dangerous scene. So thankfully, we actually drove through that mobile home park about 5 or 10 minutes ago. Didn't see anybody out there other than there was one gentleman who was unfortunately.
Kenny Morales driving around there in Bay Pines, and boy, that field of debris is just so obvious.
Marco threats and engage.
And he's already feeling the bands. But as we continue our coverage in Pinellas County now, we move on to our next
Side of Pinellas County, where the rain's coming down pretty steadily. Marilyn, tell us what you're seeing there.
The rain is steady, just like you said, and that wind is picking up. Right now, we're right about in Largo. We're not far
guys,
from
I'm
the
gonna have to go.
intersection
It's about time for me to be back.
Bridge Road that
Bye,
is further down there. Not a lot of traffic on the roads, which tells us again that people are heeding the directions to get
probably
out of
about
the
time.
area. This is not a storm that you want to take any chances with. And again, we've been emphasizing how much rain we're going to see with this storm. This area